Okay, so my anger with the Brexit Party goes on a lot, and it runs quite deep. First and foremost, our parliament, our political structure is based on us voting for someone that we believe will represent our best interests. So the number of people who voted for the Brexit Party in the EU elections, a number of them were the same people who said we should leave the European Union because we have no voice, we have no power, they tell us what to do. If you vote for someone like Nigel Farage, you won't have a voice because that man has made it obvious throughout his entire career. He does not represent you. He doesn't even want to do his goddamn job. He just wants to take the paycheck. And the Brexit Party itself, excuse the traffic, the Brexit Party itself made it very clear that they were going to do the exact same thing. They made it very clear they would not do a goddamn thing in the EU Parliament. They would not represent you one bit, but they will absolutely take that paycheck. And then we found out who was joining the Brexit Party, and it is lousy with the lowest of the low. People who have publicly said that child rape should not be a crime. That was Claire Fox. And that she didn't believe in paedophilia. That Gary Glitter was not a child rapist when we fucking know that he did it before and he's been doing it in Africa recently. Well-established facts. Then you have people like Anne Widdecombe who have come out and said, well, scientists can cure homosexuality. A mind-bendingly dumb and ignorant thing to say. As well as coming out and attacking women who complained because their pension had been stolen from them. Despite the fact that she is getting maybe 10 times the amount that these women would have got, yet her pension's not been touched at all, yet she will condemn anyone who complains about losing their pension. Makes me wonder what she thinks about life expectancy now being lower than the actual retirement age. So that was my issue with the Brexit Party. Now, people who have watched my videos on Bojo, the cowardice clown, know how much I hate that man, how much I despise that man. And like most people, I bought into this charismatic illusion that he has of being a bit of a laugh. But it was when he had a British citizen thrown in an Iranian prison out of his own incompetence, that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. That was something that I could not get past. And I have despised that man in every single way, and every new thing I find out about him adds to how much I truly hate this man, because he is a scumbag human being. Not only did he get Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe thrown in an Iranian prison because of a lie he invented, but he also did nothing, and as Prime Minister has continued to do nothing to rectify the horrible action that he took, the thing that he started. Now, credit where credit's due, Jeremy Hunt actually did a little bit more. In my opinion, didn't do nearly enough because Nazanin is still in an Iranian prison cell, but he did a bit more. And certainly, since Bojo, the cowardice clown, has become Prime Minister, he's done absolutely nothing. When he's been in a prime position to put a lot of pressure, especially with America touting the war drum. But of course, like a good little conservative, he will do everything American Republicans tell him to. After all, he is a mini Trump. But the story to this, and to get into the headline now that we're almost 5 minutes into this, the European Union has actually gone leaps and bounds into trying to get all EU citizens who are EU and Iranian out of Iranian prison. This is something more than Jeremy Hunt has done. This is something more than Boris has ever fucking done. And this goes to further my disgust for the Brexit Party and people who still support the Brexit Party in the European Parliament. Because Brexit Party's MEPs abstained from the vote that would put pressure and try to get all these innocent people out of an Iranian prison. Now, fortunately, the resolution did pass. It passed by 608 votes. There were 7 people who opposed it and 46 votes that abstained it. Brexit MEPs have there are 29 MEPs from the Brexit Party. Now, one of their spokespeople, Gawain Tower, told The Independent, and I'll link this down below because I've waffled on quite a bit. It would be incompatible with what we believe to assume that the EU is the right place or the most effective tool in which to put pressure on the Iranian government. I apologise for the noise outside. Would be the most effective tool to put pressure on the Iranian government. And we could not, in all honesty and in all decency, say the EU is the best form for that. So we abstained. Again, I'm going to leave this link to The Independent down below. Absolutely go through it. But here's my problem with that. Boris Johnson, as Foreign Secretary, did fuck all to get Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe out of the prison cell he is responsible for her being in. Jeremy Hunt, when he became Foreign Secretary, he did a little bit, but he sure as shit didn't go anywhere near the lengths that I would have fucking gone to, especially with America banging the war drum. I absolutely would have sat down and said, look, America's gearing up for war. You know it, I know it. Now we can either help you with peace talks, or I can sit over there and grab the fucking popcorn. Iran has made it very clear they don't want war, but they absolutely will fight America should America carry on the way that they are. The British voice could have done a lot, but that's not what they did. And specifically what Brexiteer politicians have done, Brexit Party have done, is a resounding effing. And when Bojo, the cowardice clown, took him to number 10, what the fuck has he done to rectify his mistake? What has he done to put right the actions that came about because of his lie? Nothing. Nothing at all. So now the EU have stepped in and said, look, Iran, you have a number of dual national citizens. They're part of us. Give them back. The Brexit Party have said fuck you to every single one of those people. Everyone gets conned. Absolutely. Everyone gets conned. Years ago, I was a UKIP supporter because I got conned. But you have to realise, and you have to take some accountability to the people that you vote for and the parties that you support. If you voted for the Brexit Party in the EU elections, you voted for people who made it obvious, who blatantly said they would never represent your interests in Europe and they would take away your voice in the European Union. And this is just one extra result of that. Now, as I said, the resolution did pass, so now we're waiting to see what exactly is going to come about of it. But the EU trading bloc, the largest single market in the world, is a big power to put pressure on Iran. So hopefully something will come out of this pretty damn soon. When it does, it will be because of the European Union. Because the European Union actually acted when the majority of British politicians sat back and said, fuck you.